producer. I hope everyone's had a fantastic month since the last time I posted a video. I'm being a little bit more quiet today because my boyfriend's taking a nap after a 12-hour overnight shift at the casino, so usually being loud doesn't bother him, but I'm just being courteous. So hopefully you guys can hear everything okay. So if you follow me on Instagram or you saw my community post here on YouTube, I was taking a bit of a hiatus. I wasn't sure how long that hiatus was going to last, just because my mental state wasn't good. And then pretty much right after I decided to take that break from YouTube and Instagram and everything, my grandmother ended up in the hospital. She took 2 falls and just taking a break from this, I have one of my windows open, so if you hear traffic driving by, I'm really sorry. Hopefully it's not too loud. It's just our landlord had the business downstairs turn the air conditioning off for the weekend, and it's like sweltering in our apartment. So anyways, so my grandma had taken 2 falls. I say grandma, but we call her Oma. She's Dutch, so she's my Oma. She had taken 2 falls and ended up in the hospital. Had gotten a tear of some kind and was bleeding into her stomach. At that point, that was all we knew. We found this out on Mother's Day. Mother's Day evening. And of course, instantly, as soon as my dad knew that his mom was in the hospital, he was like very upset, very worried, stressed out. But the real bad news didn't follow until later that evening, because I was at my parents' house spending time with my mom for Mother's Day, obviously, and my aunt had texted us just to tell us originally that my Oma was in the hospital. And then so fast forward to later on that evening, we got a phone call, and my aunt was very upset. She was crying. We were like, oh no. Apparently they had done a colonoscopy on her and found cancer in her colon. So my parents got like super upset about that. They were like crying and sobbing, and I'm like, listen, everything in, well, I wasn't saying this to them, but everything in me was like saying, you need to be strong for your parents. So I was, and I told them, listen, Oma is like the strongest person that I know, the strongest woman that I know, and this isn't gonna beat her, so she'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Don't worry about it. And then that evening after I left my parents' house, of course, I had my breakdown, right? As you do. And so fast forwarding now to today, just to kind of make the story shorter, we had found out that the cancer had caused her to not only bleed into her stomach, but her chest as well. So I think she needed 2 blood transfusions. And then they did the surgery Friday. I think it was Friday they did the surgery, and she seems perfectly normal. I mean, she's hungry because they have her on a liquid diet, but otherwise she says she's fine, and she just wants to go back to her trailer for the summer and be out of the hospital. So she's a tough lady, and I always knew that, so I'm really glad that she's going to be okay. And yeah, they're just keeping her in the hospital for a couple more days just for observation to make sure everything goes well and that. So and I'm assuming that they want to make sure that once she gets on a more solid food diet that she can pass her stools fine and all that. So so yeah, so that happened this past week, and that took a lot out of me, because for a while I was very concerned, even though I was trying not to let my family see that. My mom recently has been going through some physio stuff, so I've been taking her to a bunch of appointments for that. She has her MRI booked, which I'll be taking her to next month. So we're still dealing with that. And my ultrasound that I had a couple weeks ago came back normal, but I'm still having the pains in my stomach, so I'm hoping to get the doctor to check that out, and hopefully everything will be normal. Sorry, I had to make a cut real quick. So my ultrasound was fine. Again, still having the pains. Last night I was actually getting some like really weird back pain. I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, I've been more or less physically better, so. And then, as you guys might remember, I had said that I probably wasn't going to go on this trip with my boyfriend to London, Ontario, but I decided against it and I went and I had a good time. Won some money in the casino, spent some money at Stitch at Central. And we went to a new racetrack, which, well, new to us, like we've never been there. The old assistant to our manager at the racetrack we run now, actually moved to London, I think he moved to London, and now he's like partially managing the Western Fair racetrack, so that's kind of cool. So we went there for an evening and stayed for about half the races because it was cold and rainy and it wasn't very nice, so we did that, which was nice. And then I guess the only other thing is that I've been sucked so deep into the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. Oh my gosh. I love Johnny Depp and have loved him since I was like 14 years old. So, you know, I'm rooting for him, you know, big time. So, as for like life stuff and as to like reasons why I haven't been around, those are mostly them. So I know you guys are here for the stitching, but I figured a lot of you knew I was taking hiatus for a few different reasons, so I figured I'd kind of go into at least some detail about that and let you guys know that I'm doing better. I'm journaling every day. My boyfriend actually moved my computer desk, which was out here. You can't see it, but right across from me was basically, well, this my refrigerator is right across from me, but to the left of that was my desk, and it just wasn't the best place for me to sit to stitch, so he moved it into the bedroom, and now I can stitch in the bedroom and be comfortable, and I use the desk more now for, you know, any bookkeeping that I need to do or whatever that's there. I say bookkeeping like I'm some financial person or whatever. I'm not. But I mean like journaling and those kinds of things, I use the desk for that now, and I have like this giant pad that's like a calendar and I can write all my appointments on it. It's so much nicer. Yeah, I'm really happy with that, so that's helping my stitching quite a bit to be able to sit at the desk now instead of in my chair that was in the bedroom. It was really not the most optimal situation for me, so anyway, so this week I have, I think, 6 projects to show you guys today. A lot of progress on some, not a lot on others, so it happens. And then of course I will show you guys all the haul that I have gotten since. Oh, and the other thing that I went through again too while I was away was my 123 stitch order got misplaced by the Canada Postal System. The post office that's literally across the street from my house delivered my package to the wrong people. Don't know who it is. And I never got my package. Like, nobody came forward with it and said it wasn't theirs. The post office couldn't figure out what the mistake was, so my initial order for 123 stitch got lost, I'm gonna say. And yeah, that kind of happened, but thankfully 123 stitch was very kind, and I told them what had happened, and they shipped out replacement order for free for me. So shout out to 123 stitch for that, because, you know, and I told the lady that I was speaking to at the time, I was like, you guys are saints. Like, I can see why the stitching community loves you guys so much. Your customer service is top notch. Just so shout out to 123 stitch. If you don't order from them and you're like from the States, or even if you're from Canada, like pretty much anywhere, I think, give them a shot, because I mean their customer service is superb, honestly. All sorts of cuts in this video today. Anyway, so yeah, 1, 2, 3 stitch, the greatest. That's where I'm gonna go with that. So now that I've talked your ear off about everything that's been going on with me, I'm just gonna move the camera just a touch. Sorry, guys. Now that I've talked about all of that, we'll get into the stitching. Like I said, not as much done as I would have liked, but I'm happy with my progress so far. And you know what? I'm gonna have to cut again because I forgot my tablet. I'll be right back. When all else fails, use the boyfriend's phone. My tablet's dead, so I stole his phone and I'll use that while I'm to show you guys my projects. Okay, so like I said, 6 projects today, which is probably the most I've ever had on a video to show, except my whip braid. So let's just jump right into it. So I'll go with the projects that that are not needed for my phone. The phone aren't needed. So when I do have to use the phone, it's going to take me just a couple of seconds to find exactly what I need. So bear with me. I was trying to be more prepared for this, but this was like a last minute decision. I'm like, hey, I'm feeling good. I'm coming back to Flosstube and the cats are fighting. Hey, hey, no, settle. River likes to harass the other girls after they've come straight out of the litter box. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so the first project today is my Silent Flight by Dimensions Gold, which I really didn't get much on. I was going to focus on it for the month and it never happened, but this is where I'm at. And this is kind of hard to see, but I literally put in 1 strand of floss. My cats are crazy. I put in that 1 strand of floss and that's all I got done. So anyway, it'll stay in the Q-snap and hopefully maybe soon it will get some work. So that's the first project. The cats are gonna make all sorts of noise. I really apologize for them. Hopefully this is the right project. Because if not, I'm gonna, yep, we're good, okay. The second project is my Blue Jays by Riolis. And again, I'm really sorry for the lighting situation. Like I said, I've got this light that hangs like right here and it just, anyways, it kind of blurs everything out here. But anyway. So that's that, and I took this project with me to London and I worked on it just a little bit, and you're gonna have to excuse the dangling floss because I'm still in the middle of working on it, but I worked this little gray part in and got up to the top corner and did that work. So that's where we are so far with that one. I really do love it and I miss it and I want to get back to it. Famous last words of a cross stitcher, right? Like, I love it. I want to get back to it, but I don't have any time. So, yeah, I really love this one. It's really a great project, and it's, like I said, like I've said before, it's part of a SAL done by Calico, who's now, I think, changed her YouTube channel name to Calico_Whimsy. So, I'll probably just link that below, and then Cat Talks as well. They started the SAL, and I might probably be the only person still doing it, but anyway, whatever. And then my next project is my Sailor Venus figure by Abby Sue Designs on Etsy. Just so bright. Let me see if I can't. Nope, that's gonna make it worse. Okay, never mind. No matter where I go, the lighting situation is not optimal. And so I actually got a fair amount of stitching done on her. And she's being stitched on, I think, 16 count slate gray blue Ada. And that's where I am on her. So quite a bit done since the last time I showed her. Got the bow on the back of her outfit done. I worked the off-white along here, and I did a little bit more on her skirt. When I was working on her, I was having a lot of fun with her, so. But yep, so hopefully she'll be done this year. I don't know when, but hopefully eventually in the second half of the year I'll be able to get her finished. So I've been having a lot of fun with her. Now the next whips I'm going to need to look for the image on YouTube, or on Google, so give me 2 seconds. Okay, so my next work of progress is going to be my Peacock Band sampler by the Northern Expressions Needleworks, and it's the cross stitch only version. This is from Etsy, so sorry that this isn't the best picture. Very beautiful. So while I was in London, I did manage to finish the first band. Girls, please. Hey. Sorry. So I did manage to actually finish the top band. So I'll bring that in so you guys can see it. So yeah, I love it. It took quite a bit of time to get that all sorted out, but so the next time I work on it, I probably will finish this band off because it's just going to be the easiest. And it's just the one color, whereas this one is this color, which off the top of my head I couldn't tell you what it is, but 907 goes in here as well. So there's 2 colors that go along that band. So it's just this band is this stitching, and then there's a bit of back stitch that goes on top of it. So, and yeah, so some good progress on that. Not really sure where I'm going to get to on this by the end of the year. Hopefully I can finish another band or 2, but we'll see, because I've got some like serious stitching that I want to get done this year on some other things, so we'll see what happens with that. And so I've got a new start, but I'll save that till after. So right now I am mostly, so it's May, which means mania usually for a lot of people. I haven't really properly participated in mania in a long time. I tried several years ago and it just didn't work out because too many projects, too much time, all of that. So I have pretty much brought myself into doing what other stitchers are calling monogamous May. So it's like you take just one project and you work on that for the entire month. Mind you, I have slipped up just a little and I started my new project, but that was when I was like mentally not doing well and I needed something different to do. So, but the reason why I'm doing monogamous May is because I do have one project here that I do want to get done by September, and if I can work on her throughout the month of May, I should get most of her finished. So that project is going to be Joan Elliott's Canadian Beauty. So she is just, yeah, so I would say, looking at this, I would say I'm probably a good two-thirds of the way done, I think, with the stitching. So random weird noise. Anyways, so this is where I am with her. I almost finished off this entire wing, but lately I've been working on this side, and yeah, I was really hoping to get this wing done the other day, but I didn't. That's okay. And she's being stitched on a 28 count Lugana, but as always, I don't know what the dye is, like what the color of the fabric name, or yeah, or the company. I really don't know, but it's on like a gray, a cloudy gray like fabric. So, and the cat's playing with the cardboard box. Anyways, so that's where she's at. So I'm hoping soon that I can start to give her her face. She really needs her other eye and that. And I'm gonna point this out because I don't know if any of you guys remember that I did this, but I actually put some Petite Treasure braid. You can kind of see the sparkle there. I put the Petite Treasure braid in her eyeshadow to give it some sparkle. Figured why not, right? So the more sparkle, the better. And so the Petite Treasure braid is in on this side. I just have to put it in over here still. So there's a lot that actually comes in here and into the wing a little bit. So, but yeah, she's a lovely, lovely piece, and I honestly cannot wait to get her finished, at least this top half, because then I can move my Q-snap and start working on her large dress. So, yeah, loving her. Loving her. So I've got about 2 more weeks to go to work on her and see how much I can get done. Hopefully I can get her mostly finished, because once race season starts at work, I don't know how much time I'm going to have for stitching. And when I do start my stitching, it's going to be on something else that I still have to start. So so let's get up the second one. So as you guys might remember from my last video, I did purchase 2 new Haid patterns with one of the Heaven and Earth Designs sales. And one of those patterns was the Tiger Family in the Jungle. And I'm just gonna see if I can't, I'm trying to get a good picture of it. Goodness, one that's not like super bright or super, can I tilt it this way? Will it? No, it won't do it. Okay. Well, this is just gonna have to be as good as it gets. So this is the Tiger Family in the Jungle. I don't know, oops, sorry. I don't know how well that's gonna show up on camera. It doesn't wanna, it's not, there we go. I'll just block my hand off for a second there. There we go. So this is done by Jan Patrick Krasny, and it's a Heaven and Earth Designs. And I am stitching it on 28 count Lugana, easy count. And that's my start. So like I said, the colors get really blown out here because of the way my camera, let's see if I can, no, that made it too dark. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, that's where I'm at. So it, you know, I'm starting up in the top left corner where the flowers are in that. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 4 colors to a total of maybe 300 and something stitches, I think. I was aiming on Mother's Day weekend to kind of peg this out to have 2,000 stitches done, but that didn't happen. So, but I love the easy count fabric. It's great. It is absolutely great. I just am really sorry that the colors are getting washed out because of my light. I really wish there was a better situation, but this is the best part in the apartment that I can get proper lighting, so it is what it is, I guess. Maybe eventually I can switch to doing my videos in the bedroom, and where the lighting there is not so bad. And I would have done that today, but like I said, the boyfriend's sleeping in there, so can't really do that. But yep, I love it, and this piece of fabric is pretty massive. So yeah, I failed to mention this is actually the Tiger Family in the Jungle Max colors. So, cat in the box, man. Cheers. Okay, so that's it for my whips and new starts, and now I'll just get into my haul from London, and then I guess we're done. River, hey, Mommy's trying to film a video. Shh. Thank you. Anyway, I said Mommy, but it's my daughter's cat, so listen to Grandma. Okay, so haul from London. Well, actually, this part of my haul isn't from London, but it's still haul. So I did get my June issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. So some cute patterns in there. More floss just laying around, of course. Hey, that's enough. Anyways, okay. So, when I was down in London, I might or might not have gone a little crazy, but that's okay. My boyfriend told me I could. I needed some retail therapy, honestly. With the way things have been going, even back then when we went, I wasn't mentally feeling great, so this retail therapy helped a lot. So, starting things off is my new Mirabilia designed botanical garden. I've seen so many people stitching her, and she is just, oh, she's gorgeous. I love her so much. She's beautiful. And then the next project I have, sorry these are still in the wrapper, so if you see any glare or there's rustling, I really apologize. This is Hummingbirds and Rhododendrons by Custom Crafts Incorporated. So this pattern is actually going to be a gift for my boyfriend's mother. So when we go to Nova Scotia in the fall, hopefully I can have this stitched up and I can take it with me to give to her. And then while we're there, I can help her pick out a frame and stuff. And yeah, it would be great, or she can just, you know, send it to a framer herself, whichever she wants to do. But this will be beautiful. My boyfriend told me that he thinks that this pattern would lend itself really well. Big truck. Would lend itself really well to a light blue fabric. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this. And yeah, it's beautiful. I saw that and I was like, yep, I'm taking that. And then my boyfriend told me that I was allowed to buy one kit while I was there. I bought 3. But these other kits, I don't really think, they don't really count as, they're not expensive kits, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, so I bought another Riolis kit, which is Ice Cold Wind, which is this beauty right here. And I love it. The colors in it are just absolutely, oh my gosh. So on the back here, there's these other two. There's an owl and a raven. And I love all 3 of them. They're very beautiful. But my boyfriend said, since you love wolves so much, get the wolf. I was like, okay. No arguments from me. So. And then the other 2 kits I bought are actually Mill Hill kits. So the first one I got is an Autumn Harvest kit, and it's Taboo Kitty, which is this one, this cute one right here. Try to get that to focus for you. There you go. Very cute. And this one comes with a charm as well, a little star charm. You can see that there. So be looking forward to starting that one around Halloween. And then I also bought a Buttons and Beads kit, which is the Honeybee. So Calico, I just watched your recent video and I saw that you recently purchased this as well. So if you start this, please tell me and we can stitch it together. You can do a Sal. You know, spring into Mill Hill and then something else. You know, Honeybee Sal or whatever. I'm shaking for some reason. And this one comes with a really cute little flower charm on it as well. So this will be my first Buttons and Beads kit. So looking forward to stitching that as well. And then I also purchased some fabric, and the fabric is for my Springtime Geisha by Joan Elliott, the pattern that my daughter got for me for Mother's Day. And hopefully this comes across okay, and if not, then it is what it is. But it's a 28 count Lugana in Fields of Green from Whole Stitches. Oh goodness, oh goodness. Let's just turn this around. So this is beautiful fabric. Green is really not my color, but this is beautiful, and it's not really showing up on camera as green as it is in real life. It is very green in real life. Trying to get maybe, oh, that's a little more like it. So yeah, it's a very beautiful piece of fabric, so that should lend itself very well to the geisha. And yeah, I wanted to actually get the called for because it seemed to do well on that. And then they also had a sale on Threadworks floss while I was there, and I don't know if Threadworks actually has like color names or anything for their floss, because I'm not seeing that they do. All I can see is this number, but I got 5 skeins of, oh, and we're unfocused, there we go, this lovely blue. I just couldn't help myself. You know me and blue being my favorite color. The neighbor's dogs are losing their crap right now again. The other day it was the dogs and a baby screaming, so it's like, anyway, we can't wait to move. We're hoping that, you know, in the next year or so we can be out of here. My boyfriend just sold his house, so yeah, we have some investing to do, and then hopefully once the housing market kind of drops, we can buy a house. Well, at least that's what we're hoping for. So anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm actually kind of glad to be back. I really wasn't sure at the beginning whether or not I was going to come back. I was really thinking of giving up Flosstube forever. But you know, I just can't help it. I can't stay away. I really do enjoy the conversations and the people, and I just get the way my mental health works. A lot of the time I just get into these spots where my mental health and my brain is telling me, you don't need Flosstube, you don't need the stitching community, you need something else. And it's just kind of frustrating, you know. But I think unless something really drastic happens, I'll never give Flosstube up for good. I'll just be disappearing every once in a while when I need a break. And I really am thankful to everyone who reached out to me and sent me messages and sent good thoughts and good vibes my way. And for the people that kept my grandma in their prayers when they had found out about her being in the hospital. So thanks to that, and thanks to the fact that she's a tough lady, she's gonna make it through all of this. So thank you to everyone for that. And before I go, I think what I want to do is just focus on some gratitude for a minute. I'm really thankful for this community and for all of you guys that follow and subscribe and watch my videos, because despite how my mental health treats me sometimes, it's good to know that there are people out there that, you know, go through the same things that I go through and are there to support me no matter what. So that is my gratitude for today. I think maybe in the future I'm gonna finish every video with a touch of gratitude, and make sure that all of you guys know how much I appreciate you. And maybe at the end of my videos I'll, you know, show some appreciation for different things. I'm trying to find a different way to either end my videos or, you know, start my videos. I'm not really sure, but for now we'll just start with the gratitude and go from there. So nothing but good vibes from here on out, guys. I really want to keep it positive as much as possible. So again, thank you guys so much for following and subscribing and for being here with me, and hopefully I'll see you guys again in a couple of weeks. Bye!